Ahoy mates, Captain Arrow here, shipwrecked as always, and today we are here to talk about a review of Pirates of the Florida Coast, Truths, Legends, and Myths. What I have here in front of me is a signed copy of Robert Jacobs' new book, so thank you. This is his second work, his first book being A Pirate's Life in the Golden Age of Piracy, which I also definitely recommend checking out. So, first off, what I really love about this book is that it is a book that zooms in and focuses on a very particular location, pirate, or topic of pirate history, in this case, the state of Florida. There are many books out there that are compilations of pirate history that tell you all the basics of everything you need to know. You know, Edward Teach, Charles Vane, Rackham, all of those, Anne Bonny, and a lot of them are just compilations, like I said, of just everything you need to know about the Golden Age of Piracy, which means that with limited space in those books, they kind of give you just the basics of everything you need to know and call it a day. But it means that there are books like this, say, for example, in that type of book, there isn't going to be a lot in it about Florida specifically, because that book is trying to cover, you know, all of the Golden Age of Piracy. So books like this that zoom in at a location or a particular pirate or locale, like I said, are really valuable contributions when it comes to authors creating content regarding pirate history. More books like this honestly need to exist, because this is going to sound crazy, but I'm to the point now of where I have like maybe, I don't know, 60 to 70 books. I'm looking over at my bookshelf, 60 or 70 books at this point, and just these types of books are the ones that I crave. Anything that picks an area and just zooms in on it, fleshes out as in-depth as it can, these are valuable additions to an already established pirate library. And before going over what's actually within the book, first off, if you're interested in pirate history and you are a Floridian, I can't think of a better book for you to get other than this. This book is going to tackle everything you pretty much need to know about it, really in depth. I'm sure growing up in Florida, you can't have not heard about Jose Gaspar, aka Gasparilla, that whole legend myth that has permeated the entire state. That is going to be covered in depth in this book, and will answer any questions you've ever had regarding it. So as for what's actually included here in the book, aside from that, starting off, there is a little bit of Robert Jacobs' work from his previous book, again, A Pirate's Life in the Golden Age of Piracy, as one of the intro chapters to the book. It's repeat information from his previous book, but it is information that is relevant for you to know before proceeding forward, to make sure that you're aware of, you know, these things, these general bits of history regarding piracy, before pressing forward and really tackling Florida. So the book is going to then start getting into Robert Cyril, his raid on St. Augustine, Andrew Ranson, another pirate of St. Augustine who survived an execution attempt. So after that point, the book will start getting more into the topic of 19th century piracy. So a lot of the times when you think about the Golden Age of Piracy and all these pirates, all the famous ones, Blackbeard, etc., when it comes down to it, Florida's historical interaction with pirates, very much so, is more closely related to the pirates of the 19th century, where the book will tackle Amelia Island, Louis Michael Lowry, if I said his name right there. And then the book will go very in-depth on everything that you could hope to know about Jean Lafitte and his interactions with the Florida coast. And then the last section of the book really delves into Jose Gaspar and the Gasparilla myth, which I mentioned earlier in the video, which really goes in depth about everything that you would want to know about Jose Gaspar, which is someone that I'm sure you've heard of if you live in Florida. So, in conclusion, I wholeheartedly recommend this book, especially if you are a Florida native. This book is going to cover pretty much absolutely everything you need to know, your state, and the history of piracy. Robert Jacob goes really in depth about all the topics. He's obviously passionate about the topic of pirates, and everything contained within is just, again, like his last book, A Pirate's Life in the Golden Age of Piracy, is very well written. very informative, and in general, if you can get your hands on a copy of this book, I recommend it. I'm a person who, like I said, I have nearly 70 or 80 something pirate history books at this point, and books like this are the things that I crave to add to my collection. So, if you ever decide to tackle another state, if you're watching Robert Jacob, whatever other state, I'll get it. These are the types of books that really need to be pushed, because honestly, there's too many complete guide to everything you need to know about pirate books. New information does pop up, and every author does contribute something different. So all of them still have merit, and of course, unless you're a crazy person like me, you probably won't end up with 17 or 18 of that same exact type of book over and over and over. You'll probably get one that you need, and then you'll be set. So this is a little bit of a personal feeling on that, is that in general, pirate history authors really need to pick a very specific thing and push that with their book. There's other books that I enjoy like that tackle specifically the topic of pirate flags, specific ones that are compilations of documents, or they've picked just a very specific city, like some of the Arcadia history books. So just in general, not to ramble here, I recommend this book. Definitely need to get it. And for those of you interested, Robert Jacob travels to a lot of the pirate festivals that happen, especially throughout the state of Florida. And fairly often he'll be set up at these festivals selling his book. You can meet the author. He's happy to sign your book. What I have here is specifically a signed copy to me as well. Great, thank you, Robert Jacob. And for those of you watching this video around the time when it was recorded, February 2022, towards the end of the month, on February 26th, Robert Jacob will be at the Pirate Store in St. Augustine, where he'll be doing book signings from around 1 p.m. until around 4 p.m. or so. So if you got time during that time slot, that's a great time to come on by the Pirate Store in St. Augustine, meet Robert Jacob, get a signed copy of his book, and again, a great contribution to the documentation of pirate history. All right, you guys have a good one.